All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Princes of Isari. This is episode 22 and a half. We're going to do a quick little mini episode with two of our favorite players. We've got Brandon and Nicole, who have returned, and they play our bumbling cleric Pharaoh and our friendly paladin Irina.
We're like the Lion King now.
When we last left our party, or rather this part of our party, they had been held persons,
Persone?
frozen in place by evil magic.
No, he's gonna do it forever.
While attempting to escape from the Yuan Ti. And that is right where we're going to pick up. So, you guys are running away. You get frozen in place. You see the party turn back, but the snake people are already swarming around you two towards the party. The party keeps running, and in the distance you see like an avalanche as they... Not like an avalanche, but like a cave-in as they collapse the tunnel on their way out.
Not falling rocks! They're powered by gravity! Yeah, why are we frozen?
Yeah, we're still. Can we talk when we're frozen?
No. And there continues to be chaos for a bit of time. You see the snake people are seeing if they can clear the rubble. Meanwhile, behind you, Fenthaza, who you had met before, that Yuan Ti woman who was the second in command. But now that Raznisi is dead, she is in charge. You see her pushing through the crowd and trying to bark orders, but everything's a bit chaotic until eventually she manages to calm the chaos a bit. And she says, Raznisi is dead. That means I am in charge. Take these two back to the pits. There's much to be done.
No good back there.
Can't argue with that logic. Raznisi is dead.
Therefore, pits.
And so some Yuan Ti Malisons come over and take the two of you and pick you up and carry you back to the pits. As they get there, the hold person on you fades. They chain you up and hang you. In the same pit, at least.
They hang us.
Well, that was a
Quick episode.
end.
You also notice that there are now several more Yuan Ti guards in this room. Before there was like one by the door on the outside. Now there are easily half a dozen and inside.
So no breaking out this time.
It would be very difficult this time.
Well, I think that we're a little bit more stuck here than before.
Unfortunately, I think you're right. Well, all this woman. That's a stretch. All the snake lady wanted was the crown, correct? So we can't really bargain with her.
Yeah, well, I mean, hopefully they'll get it, but one sec. I have an idea. No, all done.
Can I look over at Pharaoh and try the exact same thing?
She is stronger. It's true.
You try the exact same thing and get the exact same result.
Well, I can. Maybe I can somatic my eyeballs into dispelling magic and cast off the curses on these manacles. They're still manacles, though.
That fancy talk for. Let's see. I can make a sneaky.
Maybe they won't find us.
That's fine.
All right. Some time passes until some more snake people enter the room, and one comes over to Pharaoh and starts pulling up his chains. He says to the other guards, Fenthaza wants this one.
Wait. What may I ask? What the
Silence,
most
slave.
regal can Finthaza take us both?
No striking across the face for the insolence. Oh, good. I like these snake people. Please, if she wants me, I mean, I can't remember half of what's going on without my friend
Hoists
here.
you up and he slaps you across the face.
Oh,
Silence, slave.
oh, there it is.
If Finthaza wishes you to speak, she will speak to you directly.
Please, I mean, truly, my friend is not great with details. If you bring both,
This snake person next to him, who has a snake head, spits acid,
ow.
or poison rather, onto you, Irina. You can make a dexterity save with disadvantage.
Can I try to get the poison on my manacles?
You don't think that poison would really have much
Acid?
effect.
No.
Acid
okay.
would. If it had been acid, that might have been true. But what I meant to
Okay.
say was poison
Dexterity save.
with disadvantage.
Okay.
I've got to say, I'm on the snake side at this point. No.
I tried.
You get a big ol' face full of acid.
Yeah.
Roll
yeah.
a d10. That's how much damage you're gonna take.
Cool.
And set your drop down.
Oh yeah, thank you.
That's for not setting a drop down.
He hoists you up, Pharaoh, undoes your manacles, and two burly Yuan T Malisons carry you out.
All right, I let them. I'm done. I'm done resisting. I have full health and I have no spells, and I want to keep it mostly that way.
You're taken through the next room where those sacrifices were being made before, and for a moment you're afraid that's where you're being taken. But then he carries you past the table and down to a door at the end of the hallway. And when he opens the door inside, you see... Let's see, I want to get this description right. There is... you see Fenthaza, and you see a few other Yuan T. Number 7. So there is steam rising from a stone basin filled with a viscous black and purple fluid. 3 serpentine creatures surround the pool. Each has the head and upper body of a dark-skinned woman and the lower body of a snake. And the middle of these 3 women is Fenthaza.
Where's the pool?
Say again?
Where's the pool?
It's past them, so into the room, the 3 women, the pool.
Lovely to see you all.
Fenthaza says, "Good, you are here. I want to show you something." And she goes over to a small pile in the corner, which you recognize as your things. Your staff and your armor kind of stuff.
I've seen it before.
And she reaches in and pulls out your necklace, or the amulet that you used to wear from your mother. If I recall correctly, it was destroyed. It was damaged. Someone threw it on the ground and broke it.
I can't remember who
Back
actually.
in season 1 or 2.
Yeah.
It was your mom, actually.
Oh, jerk.
But you see that it has been reformed. It's been put back together. And she brings it over to you and hands it to you. And she says, "Do you know what this symbol is?"
It looks like a medicine stick.
She laughs. She says,
A mendicant? Is that what they're called?
give me just a moment. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum.
Some god holds it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. No, I've seen it. I know a lot about gods.
She says, "This is Dendar, the night serpent."
Wow. Is he a god?
He is greater than a god.
Well, you're getting me a bit skeptical here.
And she says, "Where did you receive this amulet?"
Uh, I've had it for a long time now. It was my mother's. She left it for me when she left. If you must know,
She says, "I want to see where it is from. Come with me." And she heads towards the pool of purplish, blackish liquid.
well, wait, do we have to see where it's from? I mean, can't we just like hear where it's from or something? You're getting awfully close to that stuff.
She says, "Come." And the two Malisons who are still in the room, the guards, sort of push you forward towards her.
I guess I step forward. My hands are still tied.
Your hands are not tied. They took the manacles off. You are,
Oh,
yeah,
all
you are
right.
not chained in any way.
I briefly consider using my hands, and then think better of it.
She, as you come to her side and the two other snake people sort of step out of the way to make room for you two in the middle, she says, "Cast it in. Don't worry, it will be fine."
So it's a lot finer than last time I saw it. I guess you wouldn't have repaired it for nothing.
As you toss it in, it sinks a bit, and there's this purplish smoke that rises, and she says, "Breathe it in. Breathe it." She takes a big whiff. And as it enters your sinuses, it burns a little, but then you feel it like almost as if it's filling your skull and taking you away somewhere else. And you are having a vision. You are standing beside Fenthaza, watching a scene move around you. It appears that you can't really interact with it.
Visions. I do like visions.
And the words, they're hard to make out. They're far away, almost as if, even though you're standing right next to these images, the sounds are not there. And you see a much younger version of your mother. And she is standing and talking to a human man. And they appear to be arguing, but not like angrily, just in disagreement, sad, almost. And he turns and she grabs him, and they seem to be really distressed about this. And then he reaches into his shirt and pulls out the amulet, and he hands it to her. And then he places his hand on your mother's belly, gives her a kiss, and then leaves.
Are you a Snackus person?
Well, he's a human, right? Yeah. He's a big human with a snake amulet.
She says, "No human would carry this amulet.
This person.
You, Pharaoh, are Yuan Ti. Your father must have been a Yuan Ti pure blood. There is one way to know for sure."
I'm the snake person.
And she turns to you, and you're standing back in the room above the pool, and she says, "Give me your hand."
But I thought that it was from my mother's home.
She grabs your wrist and takes out a dagger and cuts your palm.
Ugh.
And then she like dips her fingers in your blood and then smells it and then like licks it and then like shakes her hand and the dagger off into the pool. and the pool, the color changes and it becomes a green color. And she says, "It is true. I suspected it, but I did not know until now. You are Yuan Ti."
What? What? No! No!
No.
No! No! Wait! No! I don't believe this. This can't be real. You just got some weird, bad scrying juice in here. This isn't right.
And she says, if you do not believe me, I can show you. We can begin the ritual to reveal your inner self. If you are truly half human and half elf, nothing will happen. But if you truly are Yuan Ti, you will be turned into the most beautiful of creatures.
Well, what if? So if I don't turn into Yuan Ti, then what happens? It doesn't do anything. It's just then we what? We join our friends, right?
It may be unpleasant, but you will be fine.
And then we join our friends.
If they bring me back the crown.
If I'm not your Yuan Ti, then you're wrong. And I mean, I win then, right? That's the way it works.
If you wish to look at it that way, but I know that I am not wrong.
But I do have your word that I can join my friends if I don't turn it.
If they bring me back the crown, you can return to them. You and your friend are simply collateral to me.
So you're saying I don't get to join the friends if I'm right? I suppose I'll do it anyway because there's two really big snake guys behind me.
Believe your friends to be honest people. They told me they would bring me the crown in exchange for your lives.
Well, yeah, but you sent them into like you can't get down there and get the crown, right? So you sent them first.
Your friends seemed quite powerful. They defeated Rosnisi.
Yes. Look over my back.
At all the people in here, yeah.
Showing my wisdom. Okay, fine. I'll do your test. I don't like your test, but I'll do your test.
Excellent.
I don't think I really have a choice.
I shall make the preparations. You can stay here. You can explore visions in the pool, commune with Dendar, look into the past, whatever you wish.
Can I bring my friend?
No.
But she can't.
If I bring you two in the same place, you will plot and you will scheme and try to escape, and I can't afford that right now.
Fine. Ugh.
Have fun communing with the evil snake.
One sec. I'm trying to think if I have a way to speak to her over distance. I don't think I do. No.
All right. She leaves the room and leaves you in there. We'll do a quick meanwhile. Irina, for some time after Pharaoh leaves, things are back to normal here in Pitland. Just, guards, nothing happening. But then after a few minutes, there seems to be a lot of commotion. The guards are pulling up many of the slaves in the other pits and taking them out of the room, and then you're hearing the drums and the chanting that you heard before, and you're realizing that sacrifices are being made.
So everyone's a little distracted, right? No? Or is there still plenty of guards in here?
There's still plenty of guards in here, but they are, if not distracted, they're busy.
Okay. That's not very helpful.
After a bit of time, a Yuan Ti pureblood in a dark, heavy cloak, wearing a strange ritual mask, comes in to the room with the pits. And the guards give him a look, and he says, "I have been instructed by Fenthaza to dress the prisoner for a ritual." And he gestures at you.
Uh, do I see the other? I've seen them sacrifice people. Were they dressed in any particular outfit?
No.
Okay. Okay. May I ask what ritual I'm gonna call up?
And as they start hoisting you up out of the pit,
Please let me.
the
They hang you
says,
again.
The ritual of transformation. You will hold an important place in this ritual. Fenthaza has chosen you.
Out of character, no brother sister Snarkus people. I don't like this.
Sorry, what?
I don't want to be a brother sister matching pair of Snarkus people.
Oh. No, he seems to be implying that he's not that you are going to be transformed, but that
Okay.
you will be involved in the ritual in some way.
Okay, got you. Well, I suppose I don't have much of a choice.
He takes out of his bag this cloak and he wraps it around you and ties it and says, "This cloak is a gift from Fenthaza. Wield it well."
What does it look like? Is it just a plain cloak? Does it have a design on it?
It looks like a fairly plain cloak. Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't seem anything special.
Oh, I can't cast spells because I don't. They took my armor, right? Which has my.
Yeah, they took all your stuff. You're just in, like your underclothes.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. May I ask what this does?
And he says, "It is part of the ritual." He says, "Your part of the ritual will take place at the third strike of the gong." The third strike. And he says, "I'm done." And he...
Sir, what am I to do?
and he turns back and one more time he repeats, "Wield it well." And he leaves.
Am I still manacled and everything?
Yeah, they didn't take the manacles off of you.
Okay.
They pulled you up, he wrapped you in this cloak, tied it off, and
Just
then
sat me there. Cool.
put you back.
Okay. How many of these slaves am I seeing getting sacrificed?
At least like a dozen
Oh God!
over the course of an hour or two.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Can I see if I can fiddle with the manacles to see if I can get them no.
Your
No, I don't
arms
have
are,
anything.
remember, like
Oh
this.
right.
They're
Never mind.
hanging.
So they put me back. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. After some more time, Pharaoh will return to you. Do you want to do anything? You've got probably an hour or so, right?
Yeah, I definitely want to do something. At first I'm just pacing around a little bit, and then I look at the guards, and my stuff is in the room, but I'm guarded, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can you just grab me like a vial, an empty one, and some incense? It's for a spell. She said I could ask people. I need to ask people that are, reliable to me. No offense. It's just you captured me.
He says, "All I heard was Fenthaza said you could use the pool."
I'm going to use the pool in the spell. Look, it's unholy water, I think.
And he says, "No vials."
The spell specifies a vial.
The
Can I try to cup the water?
the two other Yuan Ti over by the pool of it's not water, it's a black and purple, and earlier it was green viscous fluid.
Unholy goop is it has to be aqueous.
The two Yuan Ti over by the pool who have been like putting their hands over the pool and then breathing in fumes and clearly having visions and things. They turn to you and they say, "Come, Pharaoh, join us."
Yes, momentarily, but at least let me have the incense.
And they say, all the smells you need are here.
I was going to use the incense and then put it inside my cloak like this. Run to the pool. Fine, you do it your way. There's no vials, there's no incense. I run to the pool, I hold my breath, I scoop up a thing, I try to cast the spell all in one breath, but it's a 5th level spell, so I don't cast it all in one breath, and it takes an entire minute, and so I inhale a lot of the stuff and cast Commune.
Who are you trying to commune with?
Savras.
Who is a dude, by the way.
Dude, Savras, the Isari god, who may be gender bent, I'm not sure. Nobody's told me that yet.
The gods are beyond gender, but they often will take the form of one or another for the benefit of.
Brandon has justification. Pharaoh doesn't know this.
In fact, I think it was it Mike Merles or someone recently was tweeting about this.
Oh,
Oh,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
that is cool.
But yeah.
Savras!
What does commune give you?
I can ask 3 questions, yes or no.
Gotcha.
And they're going to be good ones!
Everything is cloudy, and you're speaking to some presence, certainly, but you are not sure who or what it is.
Whoa. Don't mind eyeballs. There's often eyeballs. Just don't worry about it. It's not a problem. They told me I'm part UNT or a pure blood. I think that's the weird ones that look more human. Is that true? Thing?
It comes closer into your vision, and you see a flash of scales. Yes, you carry my blood. The blood of your father.
That's not Summers. Oh, that's not yes or no. Are you? What's his name? Damon? Danon?
Dendar?
Dendar? Are you Dendar?
Yes.
Shit! I can't ask my last question to Sophorus if it's not Sophorus. I'm gonna ask it anyway because I don't know what's going on. Are you? Have you ever been wrong about something? Shit, that was such
It's terrible.
It doesn't make sense for this guy.
No. And I will return to the material plane. And you will help me.
He's never been wrong.
And you, in your mind vision, you see this giant. He's been slithering sort of in the distance, and as he says, "You will help me," he snaps up towards you, and the jaws wrap around you and shut. And you're back in reality.
Oh yeah, I stumble on the ground and skirt across the thing into some giant snake shins or tail. I'm not sure which half of them is human. To be honest, I forgot.
The 2 women by the pool turn and laugh, and they say, "He has been greeted by Dendar."
Dendar. This is scary.
All right. After some time, Fenthaza returns, and she says, "The ritual is ready. Come, Pharaoh.
Have I heard any bells?
It is time for your transformation."
No. No, don't make me help.
Can I see Irina? No, sorry, I'm not in the room yet. Yeah, I'm going to. I don't know Irina's there. Oh, do you guys all speak to Dendar all the place or just in here?
In here, the nightmare speakers commune with Dendar directly.
So not everybody does.
You have had a unique experience. This is why you must be transformed.
I did enjoy my unique experience. And it's good to hear that only the enlightened ones can have it all the time. I would like to go to the other chamber now and do the thing.
Says, yes, that is where we're going.
Good. Okay.
And she leads
I'm fine
you
with this.
out the door, the two UNT Malisons by your side. And they take you back around to that large temple-like room that you saw before. At the same time, you see in the hallway, there are several UNT from the pits now heading towards where this temple is, and you see some of them leading Irina. You guys are maybe 10 or 15 feet apart, but you can just see each other.
Irina!
I try to wave.
Do I get hit? Or can I keep on talking?
One of them, jostles you a bit, hey, but doesn't hit you or anything.
I'm the snake person, Irina!
You're a pharaoh, you're a what? You're not a snake person. You have legs and no scales.
Either I am and stop it! Either I am and they're going to show that to everybody and I can't stop it, or I'm not, they're turning me into one anyway. I'm not entirely certain.
Turning you into something?
I talked into the god above gods! His name is Dendar and he's never wrong!
Well, that can't be right, but I'm not...
They lead you into this large temple-like room. It's an underground cathedral opening before you. At one end, a sculptured balcony perches atop 5 rearing stone serpents. Blood dribbling from the serpent's jaws falls into a semicircular basin, and from there flows along a sloped trough into a wide stone bowl set into the floor. South of the bowl is a mezzanine, prominently situated atop which is a cauldron of steaming broth that exudes fleshy odors. To the west, along the side you're entering by, there is a huge gong carved with snake patterns standing on a second balcony.
This thing smells like that pile of crap outside of the water keep.
It smells like soup from Barovia. I don't like this.
I didn't even have it, and I know what you mean.
You see Fenthaza has positioned herself on that high balcony in the north that's erased by those snake statues, the little blood waterfalls and everything. And she instructs one of the UNT Malisons, the big burly top half snake dudes, to hit the gong, and he rings it. Gong!
So, as he's ringing it, can I try to lean over to Farah and say something really quick?
You guys have not been taken to the same spot.
Okay.
So, I'm going to see if I can't get this map sort of right up here where y'all can see it.
Oh, good. There's a blood well. That's
Is
great.
that all blood?
Yes.
I don't want to...
So there's a balcony on the north side, up in the air, and that's where Fenthaza is. Sorry, I'm trying to hold this still, but it's hard.
You're good.
Wait for it. Okay. Then there's a big blood thing in the middle. On the south side of that, they're holding Pharaoh right at the edge of the blood pool. There's a Malison.
I'm right at the edge of the blood pool?
Yeah, on the south side, there's a Malison on each side of you holding your arms. Irina, they're holding you maybe 10 or 15 feet back by that. You can see there's a little circle with smoke protruding from it. It's like a pot of Barovian stew, but it's not. And they're holding you back there, just 10 or 15 feet behind Pharaoh.
Okay, well, I'm gonna yell anyway. Farah, don't drink the blood. We've both been there. It's not good. Don't be a vampire.
I'm not drinking the blood.
Okay.
If there are feet-related blood activities, I think I can handle that. I'm not being submerged in the blood. I hope you two know that. I refuse.
They stand there with straight faces. Since the ring of the first gong, the room has been filling with UNT. They've been coming in from the hallway to the west, to the east, to the south, and filling the room.
I think they're going to make me drink the blood and possibly go in the blood despite my protests, and I don't feel like trying to stop them in this case.
I'm still manacled, right?
Yes. No,
Okay.
sorry, you're not manacled.
Okay.
But you are being held by two burly Yuan-Ti,
Oh,
one on each
that's
side
not
of you.
good.
And the room is getting pretty crowded.
And I don't have a focus, so this is great.
Um,
Oh yeah, I don't have my holy symbol.
Yeah, I can't do shit.
Man, that really was not commune.
that cloaked, masked person from before comes over to one of the Malisons that's holding you, Irina, and says, I will take this from here. And he says, but Fenthaza, and he says, my orders are direct from Fenthaza. It is part of the ritual. And he says, it will be fine. And he says, okay. And he hands it off. And so now this other cloaked, masked Yuan-Ti is standing next to you, and also holding your arm, but with a much looser grip than the guard was before.
Hello.
And
You're new.
and you can't really see anything of his expression because of this mask, but he turns to you for a moment and then looks forward again.
I can't like peek under the mask.
You want to give me a perception check?
Yeah, I do. I do. Oh, I did. Well, that's the same roll.
You get a peek for a moment before he, pulls the hood up a little tighter of what is definitely not scales, but is sort of like a dark, like stone or metallic texture.
Does this look at all familiar to me? Have I ever seen something like?
You have. You've seen various stone or metal golem creatures here in Omu. At this time, because the room is now full of Yuan-Ti, the gong is struck a second time to signify the beginning of the ritual. They light this strange, malodorous incense around the edges of the room, and the Yuan-Ti, there's some drums and some rhythmic chanting, and it starts getting real creepy in here real quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are going to dunk me into the liquid, aren't you?
You see
all
of the Yuan-Ti are breathing deeply, or actually they're snakes, so wiggling their snake tongues out and breathing deeply of this malodorous incense and chanting, and once everyone's good and high, the gong is rung for a third time.
I'm gonna look at my cape and be like, "Is it glowing?"
You notice something. It feels like inside of your cape, which doesn't make sense because there's no room in there. Yeah. But sort of jabbing you in the side, like there's something there.
Can I try to pat and see if I can?
Yeah, you reach and you feel the hilt of a sword. At that moment, the Malisons on either side of Pharaoh are pushing him forward and throwing him into the pool of blood.
Okay. You give me no choice, I struggle!
Do I have time?
No, you don't. You're 15 feet away from him. Pharaoh, give me a strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics to resist.
Ah!
You are thrown into the pool of blood.
Oh no.
It is like chest deep pool of blood, and they throw you body slam into it.
Okay.
At this moment, Irina, next to you, the cloaked figure throws off the cloak and pulls off the mask, and you see that it's Nell as he pulls out his rapier, and the pipes on his back shoot up and start.
No.
Meanwhile, standing up next to the gong, you see another cloaked and masked figure throw off his hood and pull off his mask, and it's Salik.
Awesome. Cool. Can I do anything right now?
You can pull that sword from your cloak if you wish.
Yeah. Can I try to pull that sword and chop off the hand of the not not Nell, but the
Yeah.
other one. Who's holding
Absolutely.
me.
You can
Great.
pull out from like a space that shouldn't exist
Yeah.
in the inside of your cloak this sword, and as you pull it out, you recognize it. You recognize this hilt. This is the hilt of the Sun Sword
Ooh.
from Barovia, but the sword has been reconstructed. It's been reformed with the blade.
Cool.
And as you pull it out, it glows with radiance, and you can, I'm not even going to make you roll an attack, you just swing and you chop off the arm in one fell swoop of the Yuan Ti that's holding you.
Awesome.
Let's roll some initiative.
Yay.
Oh, you clicked before I pulled the tracker up.
Sorry. Well, it's okay. I go last.
All right.
That's not good. I was going to try to pull Pharaoh out.
All right, and then let me find a token real quick for the snakes.
I'm going to... So just making sure that's Holy Avenger, right?
I didn't click on my token.
Yes, that is indeed
Okay.
mechanically.
I'm going to add a 3 to my things then.
Yep. Actually, I do believe you need to attune to it before you get those benefits.
Oh, and that takes time, doesn't it?
Takes a short rest.
Shit.
You got a 1. Let me pull up Nell's sheet. Nell, character sheet, initiative. Where's the initiative? There it is. Whoop. All right. Not so great. And then let's get Salik up here. I have too many character sheets. And let's roll for Salik. Give him some initiative. Where's that button? Whoop. There we go. That's a little better. And now let's roll for the Snackus. I need the monster manual. Y. X, Y, Yuan T. Here we are. +2. They rolled much, much better.
Really? Who could have guessed?
But because the Yuan Ti are all super high right now, and you guys have pulled everything out in a surprise, you will have a surprise round going first.
Oh.
So, Pharaoh, you're up first. You have just been plunged face first into this pool of blood.
Yeah, I don't like blood, but I'm kind of... I didn't see that stuff up there. I got pushed in as that was happening. Right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I think that, like... So I fully believe that this guy is, like, telling the truth, because it has not occurred to me that he could maybe not be a prophetic god of the future like Sabras, because I was high and confused.
All right.
I am going to, cast... The only thing that I can do, actually, never mind, I just realized I don't have any material components. I'm not going to do that at all. I'm going to dispel magic just in case there's, like, anything at work trying to trick me, because that's my only other explanation, is that they're just completely tricking me. Yeah, on myself, to see if, in case something's happening to me still, but that's the only thing I can do.
All right.
I'm sorry. I first try to swim to the surface because I don't like blood. Is that fine?
Yeah, you don't need to swim. It's waist high, so you can just
Cool.
stand.
Yeah, I just like...
It's dripping from your hair and your face, and it's in your mouth.
Somyo, get away from me! Spell.
All right.
And I voluntarily take that and don't. Well, unless something else.
You're supposed to make a check for this, right?
Yeah, can I not voluntarily pass it for fail it or whatever it is that I need to do?
Well, you're breaking a spell, so you need to pass it to break the spell.
Okay. No, wait, sorry. I need to make an ability check on myself. I see.
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
Using your spellcasting ability, so wisdom.
Cool. Yes!
If there was a spell on you, you think you would have broken it.
Damn it all. Oh, hey! Okay, that's bad.
You see, Salik.
What makes you think I'm...
You see Salik climb up onto the, because he's on the raised balcony, climbs over the railing, leaps down, and just wha-boom, wha-boom. He's punching the crap out of a bunch of Yuan Ti as he makes his way towards the blood pool in the middle of the room. Irina, Nell, next to you, is going to spin around to stand back to back with you. And he's still got the pipes going, and he's going to, with his rapier, dispatch a few Yuan Ti nearby, just pure bloods standing there, not paying attention because they're paying attention to the ritual. And he's going to give you Bardic Inspiration, which I believe is a D8 for him. So you have a D8 that you can add to pretty much anything.
Oh, okay, cool. That's great. Just to clarify, I can't do any spells or anything because I do not have.
You lack your holy
correct?
symbol. Yeah. Well,
Right,
actually,
cool.
so that's not true. The sun sword on the hilt has an image of the sun, which is the holy symbol of the Morning Lord. So
I was hoping.
so you do have a holy symbol.
Okay, great, cool.
Focus.
In that case, I'm gonna go ahead. Is Pharaoh out of the damn blood yet?
No, he
Did
just
you step out? You just stood up.
he
Yeah,
stood up.
stood
It's
up.
up to his chest.
That's
very
what I
thick.
thought. Okay. I will go ahead and cast no, I won't. I'm gonna just go ahead and hit. How many of them are close to Pharaoh?
Well, Pharaoh's in the pool, and the pool is pretty much surrounded by Yuan Ti.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can carve a path towards him.
All right, cool. So you can just step forward and just start slashing. Why don't
Yeah.
you give me some attack rolls?
Absolutely. All the hit.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and expend a second level divine smite.
Okay.
So that's another. I think it's 1d6 per level.
Great.
So 2. Okay, cool.
Nice.
And then I'm going to go ahead and try to hit it again.
Cool. Heyo, that's a crit.
Cool.
That's a bunch of damage. Let me do some math. 10, 20, 34, 41?
40, 30.
41.
Okay,
Excellent.
so how's it looking? Is it looking...
The pure blood that was standing between you and the pool is now gone.
Yeah. Okay, cool,
Just
cool.
obliterated.
That's good. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess that's what I did.
All right, but now a few of them are going to perk up and swarm in to attack you. Several
Actually-
take... Yes?
Sorry, as a bonus action, can I just go ahead and cast magic weapon?
Your weapon is already magic.
Even though I haven't...
It still counts
Attuned
as
to it?
magic, but you haven't attuned to it, so you
Cool,
don't
got it.
get its other
Yeah.
abilities. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I done then.
Cool. The Snackus come in for their attacks. They are wielding scimitars, and they come swarming in around you.
Are any of them a animal?
They are all animals. All right. Your AC is like nothing right now.
Yeah,
Arena.
it's like. Oh, sorry, Rena, my bad.
You're in
Yeah.
you're in the blood pit, Pharaoh. No one is attacking you. But it's okay because they rolled fairly badly.
Good.
3 of them have come in to attack you, and they each have 2 attacks. So this is a lot
Okay.
of hits.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Six. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 6. So 24 slashing damage to you, Irina, as they come in and start slashing.
24.
Yes.
Great. Cool. Cool. About how many of them are there here?
Dozens.
Okay.
You do not think
So
you'll be able to defeat them all.
get out.
You think you might be able to get Pharaoh and get out.
Let's do that.
Yeah. All right. Pharaoh.
I like look up at what's going on. I use my action to process what's going on, and I'm like, stop attacking them. They're never going to let a friend. Wait. Oh, I get it. Bonus action to cast spiritual weapon up there to help Arena out as
Great.
a 5th level
you.
spell
Oh, damn.
because I want
Damn.
24 to hit the first guy.
24. Yeah, that hits.
It's like that plus 2d8. Oh wait, never mind. It actually has options for 5th level spell. Just kidding.
Nice.
Jesus, it's really not that great damage. That's okay. Oh, that's additional. Sorry, yeah. So 23 damage with that. And then I'm going to try to run towards the shore, but like wade through the shore really
You
slowly.
can wade over to the edge where Irina is. But you see that there are also, like, where Irina is definitely the most clear spot. But the UNT seem to be sort of shuffling to. They want to block you from leaving.
Uh-oh.
All right, but you're right at the edge of the pool.
Cool.
Salik is gonna run in, punching, kicking, gliding, and actually he's in the air because he's got wings and he jumped over these people and he's been punching and kicking, and he's gonna swoop over to land at the edge of the pool and kick one of the UNT into it, and land down at the edge of the pool and put a hand out to you, Pharaoh.
Sleek!
When your hand comes out of the bloody water, you notice that your arm is not fully covered, but has patches of scales on it.
Oh god, I can only imagine my face.
But he grabs your arm and he's gonna try and lift you out of there. But he's not quite able to pull you up yet. Because he rolled a 4. Nell, meanwhile, let's see. Let me pull up his sheet and see what cool things he's got ready. Nell is going to cast Sleep at a very high level. I think he can go all the way up to a 5th level spell. He'll do it at 4th level, which is like hella hit points of sleeping.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a bunch. 2 UNT purebloods in the immediate vicinity of you guys just fall asleep.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, the pipes keep going, and he's going to grant inspiration, a bardic inspiration, a D8 to you, Pharaoh.
Cool. Do I only get to use it once? Is that
Yeah, you have
how
a
it works?
one-time use
I
of
got
it, and you can add it, but you can add it to pretty much anything. Like, he even has a thing where you can add it to damage. Like,
Nice.
cool.
Okay, cool.
Irina.
Do I see? So I'm right next to the. Am I close to the well? Right.
Yeah, you're right at the edge of the pool. Salik is right next to you. Pharaoh is right
Pharaoh's
inside
right
the
there.
pool.
Awesome. Is there a? Do I see like a door that looks like an exit, like the one we came through, or?
Yeah, so you know the layout of this place decently because you came through here earlier. There is a hallway to the south. There is a hallway to the west, though that's up on a balcony, and there is a
Okay.
doorway to the east that leads towards where Rosnisi's room is. But you know that hallway is caved in right now.
Okay, so I'm
The
gonna.
south is probably your best bet.
Yeah.
So
south,
that is the
how-
area you know the least about.
That's okay. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yep.
I want to. Can I see it? Can I see the door?
The hallway to the south, yeah.
The hallway. Yeah. Okay. Great. I am going to go ahead and cast lightning bolt and just straight towards the door. Try to get
Nice.
everything in that line.
All right, go ahead and click that button.
Cool.
What's the DC?
My spellcasting is 16. And
There it is.
can I add that +8 to the damage. It's a D8, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Why the hell not?
Excellent. A few of the purebloods that it hits just sort of explode in lightning damage. The Malisons that it streaks by, their scales absorb it a little, but they're sort of stunned and knocked back. You've cleared a bit of a path towards towards the hallway. You guys, if you book it, you could maybe make it out before they close in on you.
Awesome.
All right.
Great.
It is a Snackist turn. There are still 3 around you, Irina.
Oh, good.
So they are all going to attack. Dang, but they rolled very poorly again. Only 2 of them hit. So that will only be 12 damage.
Great, cool. I like that.
Who knows which?
Pharaoh, though, one of them is going to reach in and grab your other arm to wrest you away from Salik.
Oh, no.
I should have grabbed you.
Bird versus snake. The engine. Wait. Salik is
I need you to make a strength athletics or a dexterity acrobatics check.
Dexterity acrobatics. I think not.
Not too bad.
What does a tie mean for grapple?
Uh,
Tie goes to the runner.
Yep, that's him.
Yeah, like if you hit AC, that counts. So
Yeah.
he has now got your arm, and has pulled you away from Salik. You lose your grip with Salik,
Ugh.
and you are sort of pulled away from Salik around to the other side of arena where this other UNT is.
All right.
Various UNT are attacking Nell and Salik, but they're doing all right. Pharaoh, it is your turn.
I'm almost out of options. I'm going to move my staff down from its perch because it was about 15 feet away, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to bring it down here and attack the thing that's on me.
Got it.
As I try, as a bonus action, as I try to wrench away.
Great. You can have advantage wrenching away.
Nice. Here is the wrenching away roll. And I don't really care too much if it hits, but I'll roll that anyway. Wait, where is it? Sorry, string. There's the advantage. Cool. Oh, crap. And then the actual attack is here.
Oh. It whiffs, and he doesn't even have to turn to deal with it. He just holds on to you tightly.
You're useless. Is the spiritual weapon in any way snaky? Because usually it's just a big staff with eyeballs all over it.
It is absolutely snaky right now.
Covered in scales.
Does it look like the snake staff I used to have?
You mean the snake staff? Yeah, it looks a little bit like that. Yeah.
Nice. Hey, it's back. No!
All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Salik is going to spread his wings and sort of jump over the blood pit with a flap and try and land. He's trying to jump, sort of around Irina over to where this other guy is holding you. And he's going to try to wrest you away or to, get this guy to stop holding you. We're going to do strength athletics. Hey, that's pretty good. Let me roll for the other guy. Hey, he rolled a natural 1.
Yay!
So Salik jumps across and lands, hands and clawed feet onto the guy, knocking him back onto the ground, knocking him prone, and he loses his grip on Pharaoh.
Bird person doesn't like this.
All right. Nell, now, seeing that, the window of opportunity to escape is closing, is going to run over and reach down to help you up, Pharaoh. And Nell is going to make a strength check to pull you out of the blood pool.
Blood pool.
This blood is making you really heavy. It's soaked through your clothes, and it's all
It's
sticky.
like suctioning me back down. I don't like it.
No.
All right,
Cool.
Irina.
I'm gonna go ahead and first use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself and give myself +2 to AC because,
Yep.
ouch. And then I'm gonna go ahead and try to pull Pharaoh out.
All right, cool. Give me a strength check.
Strength check. Cool, cool. I should have saved that D8. Whatever. Oh well, too late. Strength.
Nell had a bonus action, so he will give you bardic inspiration.
Thanks, Nell. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and what has failed before?
That has not. No one has rolled that high yet. So
Okay.
you reach down and you like give Nell a hand, and you take Pharaoh's other arm, and you hoist him out.
Awesome.
You see that Pharaoh's lower half has become snake-like. Do I have a good picture?
As I see that, I'm just gonna go. You're a.
He looks kind
I'm
of
sorry.
like Fenthaza. I will show you. If my things stop falling down.
I'm sorry.
That's what Fenthaza looks like at the waist, from the waist down, a snake person.
So not the rest of the. He didn't turn into a chick, also, right?
No, he didn't do a chick also. I don't have a male UNT picture here.
I'm literally Thantasa. My charisma score goes dramatically up. I'm sorry.
What happened?
Around you,
I don't care.
the UNT, actually, several of them step back and away from Pharaoh, and a few of them bow. Particularly the UNT purebloods, who are the ones who have, pretty much entirely human figures, but some scales, a forked tongue, little snake-like features.
So how many purebloods have we been chopping up?
A lot.
Okay. Wait. Hold on. Do they stop fighting?
No, the Malisons and the others are still fighting. It's a few of the purebloods who bow. The Malisons sort of step back in shock, so no one's attacking you this turn, but everyone's swords are still out.
Never mind. Carry on then.
Pharaoh.
I honestly I don't even know. I like look down and I'm like kind of in awe for a second and surprised that people are bowing, and then I try to like get up and barrel. Well, I guess just get up.
Yeah, you. It feels strange at first. It takes you a moment to get your footing, so to speak. But almost instinctually, you suddenly feel that you can rise up on this tail, this bottom snaky half, and slither forward.
So it's like the opposite of this. It was as far as I thought it was going to. I try to like get up and get out of the pit. Then I try to rush as best as I can, but I'm not used to this.
You're actually moving fairly well, given that this is a new type of movement for you. Salik leaps up off of the guy he knocked down, flaps his wings in the air to get above and in front of you to clear a path. And he shouts, "This way!" as he dives down into the hallway. Nell comes running after. Irina? I assume
Okay. Run.
running. Great. All right, we're going to end combat then.
Okay.
You guys
staff back to hit anything that follows.
Run down this hallway. Yeah, a few UNT are chasing you. Nell is turning back with a hand crossbow and like shooting at them.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and throw my last lightning bolt at some that I can see.
It's all slow-mo. We're like,
I don't like Snackus, and I'm annoyed and scared that Pharaoh's a Snackus, so I'm taking it out on the Snackus.
Salik throws back a bag to you, Pharaoh. It is your things.
oh, good.
Nell throws a bag forward to you, Irina. It is your things, much heavier. Uh, until you guys you run past various strange sights here until you end up crossing into there's an underground lake, and you cross this little beach area, and then you run down into a cave. And as you cross the beach and run into the cave, the Yuan-Ti do not seem to want to follow you in that way.
Oh, good. That's a good sign.
And after running for some time, eventually Salik lands down on his feet, slows the pace. He's still moving, like he doesn't want to stop, but things have calmed down enough.
Hey, guys.
I'm just like panning and like kind of staring at you. What happened in there?
Sleek says they turned him into a snake.
Well, I see that, but snakes are bad and Pharaoh's not bad.
It may have already been a snake.
I'm sorry, what?
It's just what the snake god told me.
I'm gonna just like, we're standing near a wall, I'm sure. I'm just gonna kind of like slam my fist against the wall. You were a what?
I didn't know. I was a half elf.
How do you not know you're a snake?
Well, I didn't exactly have this going on before. Never ran like this before. Out of breath. Funny joke. See? I'm still me! I'm still me! I don't know either!
You sure don't look like you, and... Look, we've both been transformed into bad things before. We can fix this. This is fixable.
Nell looks you up and down and says, you appear to be a Yuan-Ti Malison, type 3?
What's that now?
I don't know. Nobody told me.
Human head and upper body, serpentine lower body instead of legs.
Okay, well that seems just fairly
Can we change it now? Can we change it back? How? There must be a way. There's always a way.
I do not know.
But you know all the things.
I have not had much interaction with the Yuan-Ti.
Well, neither have I. I didn't know snakes existed before. Rovi's kind of like Ireland.
Well,
He's
look.
a fake dude who killed them all.
Well, look. I don't want to be like this either forever, but it seems to me that they were right about me always being a snake. Because if they could just do this to everybody, why wouldn't they do it to you?
Well, I don't know, but I can't believe that you were always a snake and did not know it.
Well, I wasn't this much snake, right? I mean, come on. My mom's an elf. My dad, I saw him in a vision. He looked human, even if he was part snake. So I think I'm that kind of snake.
Well,
and I want to be that kind of snake. And I want to stay that kind of snake afterwards.
None of those snakes were particularly nice, and it's preposterous that you would...
They weren't nice, but they had a god. And
that doesn't mean it's a good god.
No, it didn't seem like a good god.
Sleek butts in, he says, regardless of what's going on, we need to get back to the rest of the party. And you see he reaches into his robes and pulls out an amulet. It's this sun-shaped amulet with a red ruby in the center and various runes around it. And he holds it out, and light shines from it, and it sort of points in a direction as you're coming to a T or Y in the cave, a split. And it points towards one of the ways, and he goes that way.
All right, keep that thing up.
Yes.
The snake's behind us?
I don't know.
Well, I guess we keep moving. The others will help us figure out a way to turn you back. You're not a snake person. I don't care what they said or some...
Thanks for saving our lives, Salik. Where have you been all this time, Salik?
Oh,
yes, I'm sorry, Salik. Thank you.
Oh, no, it's fine. Just don't mind me risking life and limb, traveling across the plains, facing down Strahd again.
Salik and Nell, thank you both for everything you have done. Strahd, what?
You came just in time, Salik. I could have been turned into a snake person.
I'm gonna give him like a light punch. Like,
Well, at least I was halfway in time.
No, I do appreciate it though. They were going to keep me there and keep on putting those mists in my nose.
And he says, speaking of mists, they've returned to Barovia. It
What?
seems Strahd's death was not permanent.
Well, that's a new one.
that's not possible. We killed him. It happened. That's.
It seems the curse holding him to the land is stronger than us.
You're not
that-
just telling me to make me feel better, are you?
That Naga at Oralunga sent me back to Barovia.
So what? Do we go back and kill him all over again? I did this once. I can't do it again.
I think
I
he's
killed an entire land.
trapped there. I don't know that we should go back. There's
Well,
no
not
one
much
there. The place is empty.
It's just him.
Wait, but then if we unleash the soulmongers, are they all going to fix it for him?
I don't know, but we should definitely not send the Barovians back to Barovia.
Do we have any control over that?
I have no idea. And he says, and he's holding the light up, and it points down another turn. And he says, I found that, there, or rather its pieces, had to get it reforged.
The sword?
Had to travel to the plane of fire to do that part.
Well,
Man, you guys really did get around. That was
Thank
impressive.
thank you so much for the weapon and saving us.
Oh, and I
We would
spoke to
be-
your old god,
Which one of ours?
the Morning Lord.
Oh,
He said to give
Oh.
this to Eridan, and he holds up the amulet.
I'm gonna like kind of hesitantly touch it and see if it burns me or something.
It doesn't burn you, but
we didn't end on the best conditions.
yeah, I know.
Yes.
He told me not to give the sword to you. I figured you needed it.
Thank you. That is very kind of you, and defying a god and all. That's very brave. I appreciate it. We would not be alive without that.
That cloak trick only works once, though, so don't try and put it back. It'll just fall on the ground.
Just kind of like pokes the sword through the cloak a bit, and it rips it a little. Just check it.
Now you ripped a perfectly good cloak. I think it's not much further. And after a few more minutes, he comes to basically a dead end in the wall. And he goes, no, this can't be right. And then he like holds up the amulet again, and the light sort of burns away this illusion of stone there, and you see the backside of a carved, like a mask or a face, that is like full height, like 5-6 feet tall, floor to ceiling, and its mouth is open wide, leading into somewhere. And he
What?
holds up the amulet, and the light points at the mouth,
No. What's this?
and he says,
This doesn't go anywhere.
"This mask shape means the tomb of the 9 gods."
Ooh. So this is where our friends went.
And he says, "I guess that means they made it."
Well, that they are quite competent. Good for them. I'm super excited to go join them. Arena's gonna kind of like.
All right, and Salik climbs through the mouth. You all climb through the mouth into the Tomb of Annihilation, and that's where we'll continue tomorrow night. You can meet back up with the rest of the party.
Bum, bum, bum.
Thank you, friends, for tuning in and watching this special mini episode of Princes of Isari. We will be back tomorrow night at 7:15 p.m. Pacific time where we will continue with episode 23, where we will continue to explore the Tomb of Annihilation with a full 6-person party once again.
Yay!
6 and a snake.
Five
five
and a
and
snake,
six.
and then a bunch of NPCs. All right. So with that, please do message the page, comment on the video, let us know what you thought. My players, go ahead and send me a little mini Rosethorn Bud for tonight's mini episode, and we'll see you all tomorrow night. Bye-bye now.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.